Hello again. It's closed ears because I can't hear you. But I want to talk about my experiences with hearing aids. When I was about 6 or 7, my mother took me to the doctor for a hearing test, audiologist, if you will, and that's when she found out about my hearing loss or not hearing too well because I don't think she knew I was completely deaf in my left ear. I don't think she knew that then. I don't remember them telling her that. But I thought I was going to get a hearing aid, and I was so excited about it because back then, around early 70s, early mid 70s, you wore the hearing aids around your neck, and you had the little plug pieces, and it looked like the would be iPods or something. It was like that. And I was so happy. I thought I was going to get one of those things, but it turned out I didn't. The doctor or the audiologist told my mother that I wouldn't need it. So my mother, she never considered it at all. He told her that I would be just fine, blah, blah, blah. So my mom said, okay, fine, no problem. So I just went, had my little accommodations like I mentioned in the previous video, sitting near the teacher or sitting in front of the class, sitting on the good side of my good ear. And that was it. Speech therapy and all that other stuff. And I'll get into speech therapy on another video. But fast forward to me being a young lady around 17, 18, I received my first hearing aid. It was a behind the ear model. No, I think it was the in the ear model at the time, I believe. No. Matter of fact, it was the binaural hearing aid. I had on both ears. Right. So when you were speaking my bad ear, it would go to the good ear. I had that. Like it was connected by a wire. So that worked out pretty good until I lost them. But I wore it for the first time, and it was around the fall season, so all the leaves were on the ground and whatnot. And I walked out of the doctor's office, and I didn't. I heard all of these newer sounds. It was amazing. I didn't realize how much I actually missed over the years. It was so amazing to me. So I saw this pile of leaves, like I said, it was fall, and I saw this pile of leaves. I crunched through the leaves. I never heard the sound of my feet crunching through the leaves, walking through the leaves. So I made as much noise as I possibly could, and it was amazing to me. I loved every moment of it, and I just laughed to myself about the whole thing. I was by myself and got my hearing aid alone, and I experienced it the newness of it all by myself, just alone. So I I just took everything in, and it didn't even. I don't remember being overwhelmed. I don't think I was even overwhelmed at all. But it was just beautiful, and I loved the whole experience of it. It was lovely. And funny thing, my cousin and I were home, and I noticed something really strange, some really strange noise I never heard before, of course. And I was trying to figure out what was this noise. I was very still and very quiet, and I couldn't catch what it was because I never heard it before, but I was so curious. So when my cousin came in the room with me, I told her, shh, be quiet, listen to that, listen. And she said, what? What? I said, shh, listen to that. What is that noise? Do you hear that noise? And she stood still for a little while, and she was like, "What's he talking about?" And then she realized what it was, and you know what? It was the air, sound of air passing by my ears. I never heard it before, and I said, "What? That's what air sounds like all this time." And it was so funny to me. And she started laughing at me and laughing with me, so it was really funny. And I used to take little things like pins. They always say it's so quiet, you can hear a pin drop. So I actually took a pin and I dropped it and I heard that. I was laughing so much, but it was so funny to me. I actually heard a pin drop. I was amazed by it. And I kept dropping the pin, dropping the pin, dropping the pin. But I still had to get very, very close to it to hear it, even with the hearing aid. But I did it over and over and over again. And any little sound I can experience. That's what I did. I made all the noise I could possibly make. It was amazing to me, and I loved it so much. So, um, but I could still hear without wearing my hearing aid. You understand? Like I still had some, my good ear was still, of course, in working order. So I had that still, and I didn't wear my hearing aids all the time. So that was fine too. It wasn't a problem, but I definitely know the difference from when I had it on when I didn't have it on. Okay, and I worked fast food, and um, calling back orders over and over again, for a couple of hours. So I'm fixing these orders, and battery ran out, and I heard less of the orders. That's how I knew the hearing aid made a difference for me. So I was like, oh my goodness, I need to get my batteries. I wasn't in the habit of carrying batteries. So my uncle brought them up there for me and made sure I had the batteries in my ear, my hearing aid or whatnot. So I was back at work doing the orders again and stuff. It was funny to me though, but I don't know, maybe it's not funny, but it was funny to me. And over the years, I've had several different hearing aids, but when I had the last episode of me um, going through that hearing problem, which is another topic in itself, when I was a child, when I woke up and I couldn't hear anything, just barely. And I went to the doctor to get fitted for another hearing aid because I lost the first pair. So I went and got fitted for another hearing aid, and I wasn't quite fitted properly, and it blew out more hearing. So when I took this hearing aid out, I didn't hear anything else at all, and that was the end of it. And that's how I realized nerves it went bad. I guess I'm not sure how that related to each other, but that's what happened. And so I totally dependent on the hearing aid in my ear constantly. And that was a whole nother turning point. I really had to wear it then, because I couldn't hear anything without it. And it was just an adjustment there too. So I just had several different hearing aids over the years and different experiences with them. Some were good, some were bad. And it's but it's been pretty positive at the most. Now, I mean, even back then, since I had become so dependent on it, I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, but I wouldn't go without it. Um, I would rarely take it off because I felt like I'm going to lose more hearing, so I didn't really take it off. I slept in it and everything. You're not supposed to do that. It's really damaging. So well, not damaging to the ear, but it's fatiguing, put it like that. And I got into the habit, like I said, of wearing it so much, but later on, I kind of got familiar with it or relaxed with it, and I put it off, take my hearing aid off, put it down for a little while, and I did a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and now we're like 20 years or so, 25, 26 years later, I can take it off and go the whole day without the hearing aid. Um, One time I didn't have one for a couple of months because my older hearing aid died and I didn't have one for a few months. And being deaf is expensive. It really is expensive. And the cheapest hearing aid I think is like $500, but the higher end ones nowadays 2,000 is really expensive, and not to mention the batteries and everything else that come along with it. But I if I had another episode where I didn't have to have them for a little while, I don't think I wouldn't feel um uh just a little lost or a little alone about it. I wouldn't feel any stress about it or anything like that. But I would want my hearing aid stuff. So I'm happy I have them, and I'm happy I've had my experience with them in several different brands and whatnot. So I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Um, all this to say that if you are going through a hearing problem or losing hearing or anything like that, wear hearing aids. Don't be embarrassed by them. I know some people are embarrassed by them, cover their hair and stuff like. I mean, cover their hearing aids up with their hair and things of that nature. But don't be embarrassed by them. It's really a help, and it's there for you. You have, but for me, I'm happy I have them. And thank you very much for listening to my little story about hearing aids and whatnot. And um, take care and enjoy your night. Get some rest. Till next time.